Okay. See you in a little bit. Bye, boy, baby. Okay.
And give me some gas.
I'm gonna get gas.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna fall and bust my butt. Not hurt myself, but just slipped in the mud. Oh. Daggone it. I'm just an aggravated person. I don't like slipping and busting my butt in the grass. It's the time is more than anything else. It took time away. I'm gonna go pick up Wayne. Wayne went to the Dollar Tree, do a little shopping. You know? He went to do a little shopping at the Dollar Tree to get some things. You know, a taxi cost $8. I'm gonna do him a favor. I'm trying to find a way to make my phone stay still. I can't talk to you guys right now. I gotta go. You can talk to me, son of a gun. Son of a gun. Son of a gun. Son of a gun. I'm losing my temper, guys. I'm losing my temper. I'm losing my temper. I'm sorry. God bless it. I'm starting to lose it. I'm starting to lose my shit. There we go! Thanks for interrupting me. I'm busy right now. Can't you see? I'm busy driving a car. Well, okay, honey. I'm busy driving. That means I can't talk to you right now. I'm sorry. I'm busy. I'm sorry what that means. I'm just busy. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just busy. Busy, 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 busy. That means I'm busy. That means I'm doing shit, stuff. Doing things. You know? Let me get my shit, my stuff straightened out, and I will go. Just get my stuff straightened out. My stuff straightened out. Get my stuff straightened out, and we'll hit the road. Hey guys, welcome to the live stream. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching me. Now I've got my cell phone sitting in a spot that's unoccupied, you know. My cell phone's sitting in a place where it's unoccupied. It's not being bothered. So that's a good thing. I'm going to stop and get some gas at the gas station. I'm going to put a little gas in my mom's car here. You know, I've got some slow leaks in my tires in my Chevy Trailblazer. I've got a couple of slow leaks in the tires in the Chevy Trailblazer. I guess this car is leaking oil. You know, a Japanese car can break down. Rattling in the motor, man. The motor is rattling in this Hyundai Elantra. I'm not going to goose it, you know. I'm not going to goose it. I'm not going to give it lots of gas. Can't see what the heck's going on, guys. On this cell phone. What the heck's going on? What the heck is going on? What the heck is going on with you? With this crazy cell phone? Gone away! Damn it! Friggin' view go. It disappeared. I can't see anything on the screen. I don't know if y'all are gone or what. There you go. There you go. I'm sorry. There you go. It's just, I'm in the road. I'm driving. Wayne's at the Dollar Tree. You know, it's, you know, Taxis are expensive. Cabs are expensive. $8 one way, you know, to go somewhere with a cab. You want to help him out and give him a ride. I guess I have to think about what it would be like for me if I didn't have a car, you know? You have to think about, I remember when I didn't have a car for a period of time, I walked everywhere I went. I guess during the time I focused on driving, when I was driving, I didn't focus on my car or anything or having a car. You know, I focused on myself and bettering of myself. Self-actualization and being who I wanted to be. That was more important to me. That was more important to me than physical objects. Sometimes materialism and physical objects and having a lot of material things can block you. You know, they have the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, Maslow's pyramid, Maslow's hierarchy of needs, and Tasha Teeling, she mentioned briefly, she mentioned self-actualization or hierarchy of needs, pyramid or whatever, you know. It's, you know, Maslow's pyramid, hierarchy of needs. You know, we have to have our emotional needs met in life. You know, we have to have our needs met in life. We have to have, first of all, our physiological needs. Our basic, at the bottom of the pyramid, is our basic physiological needs. We need air to breathe. We need water. We need food. We need clothing to wear. We need shelter from the, you know, weather, so we won't freeze to death, so we won't get pneumonia out in the rain. That's our physiological needs: air, water, food. And some people, they added on their sexual intercourse as a physiological need. Now, religious groups will tell you that sex is not a need. You don't need to have sex. I think that, you know, somebody can't get sex, they can masturbate, because if you don't do that to yourself, you know, then, you know, you could bottle it up inside to the point to where you become like one of those priests, you know? And that's not a good thing, that you become like one of those priests. Because that's what those priests did, I think. These priests were taught they don't need sex. They don't need to have that. They don't need sex. They don't need have that kind of need, you know, and they can resist that urge and not have the urge and not fulfill the urge, you know, and they ended up just doing something that, you know, was unconscionable because they bottled it up, you know. I think if you admit that you have the need to think that way and to do things, it's just like transgender. Some of us have the need to be transgender. I mean, I think if someone's really transgender, they have the need to be transgender. You have the need to express yourself that way. You have the need to see yourself as the opposite sex from what you were born, you know? You have the need to be able to see yourself and to be able to express yourself as the opposite sex from what you were born as, you know? It's a need you have, that you're that way, you know? So it's a need you have. And if religion tells you it's not a need, I mean, hold on, guys, I'll be right back. son of a gun. You mother of God. We gotta get Wayne first before I go to the bank. I've gotta go to the bank, but I'm gonna go get Wayne first because he's been waiting a while. Good to see everybody. Okay. Good to see everybody on the chat. I'm not saying anything. I'm just going to go. I mean, if you have the need to feel that way about yourself, I think it's going to be hard to not think that way about yourself as being a transgender person. You know? It's going to be hard not to think that way. I think it's a need that you have if you're that way. I'm going to... Hey, Jeffrey, I'm going to go pick up Wayne. Wayne's at the dollar store. Hey there. I'm picking up Wayne at the dollar store. I'm picking Wayne up at the Dollar Tree. Then I'm going to go to the bank. And I'm going to do some banking through the drive-thru at the bank. Then I'm going to go to, with Wayne, run by Little Caesars. And I'm going to get a $5 pizza, hot and ready pizza. And then I'm going to go take Wayne home. That's what I'm going to do. That's my game plan. You know, that's what my game plan is. I'm just waiting in traffic. You see, if you have the need to be transgender and to feel that way about yourself, you know, it's a need. And I don't know if I'm this way because of the things I went through in life or because I was born transgender. You know, there was a black man who said, and he was a motivation, he was an educated man and a speaker, and this man said that he was a celebrity or something. This man said that he thought that, black man thought that transgender people were people who are traumatized. They're scarred or traumatized. And that's possible. What the man said could be very well possible, that a lot of people who are transgender are people that had trauma growing up as children, as kids growing up. They had a bad upbringing, you know. People that are transgender because, you know, they had a bad upbringing that are transgender. People like that are doing this transgender stuff because they were, you know, they were traumatized, they were treated bad, they had a bad upbringing. They're dysfunctional. They don't know how to function in life because they're treated bad growing up. They were somehow affected, you know, in life, you know. They were somehow affected, and that maybe made them transgender. I mean, that may have given them the tendency to think that way. Maybe transgender is a response to some people's cruel environment, you know. No! You're not going to mess my live stream up. You're not doing that crap to me today. Get over yourself. You're not going to mess up my live stream. You're going to keep on trying to call me, and I'm going to keep on rejecting your call. That's what's going to happen today. And now, I'm not going to be on this thing all day long, but when I'm busy, I'm busy. You know? When I'm busy, I'm busy. I'm doing something. I'm on a live stream right now on my channel. I'm chatting live right now. Yeah. You know, I'm live in this channel right now. I'm live in this channel, and that means that these phone calls are going to get rejected. Because, you know, the only way I'm going to take these phone calls is because it's an emergency. But I'm driving. I can't see this screen right now. There's a glare on it. There's a glare on the screen. I can't see the comments. It's glare. The sun. There's a glare on the screen. The sun is putting a glare on the screen. I can't read it because I can barely see the screen because of the glare of the sun. That's why. I have to turn the brightness all the way up so I can see it. So I can read the screen. I have to turn the brightness all the way up on the phone. That's the truth. That's the point. Now I've got gas for my mom. I put gas in her car for her. Driving her car is easier on gas, just to put gas in Mom's car and drive it. It uses less gas. I'm going to run by Little Caesars and get a pizza for my mom and me, a $5 pizza. I'll do a review of it, okay? Of this $5 pizza, and rumor has it that the pizzas have gone up to $5.55. It's gone to $5.55 for every one of these pizzas, that they're no longer $5, $5.55. So that's the rumor. We'll try this $5.55 pizza. We'll see how it is. Y'all like those running boards on that SUV. You son of a gun. What the hell do you want? Yeah. Oh, Mom. People call and interrupt my live streams. It aggravates me to death. Because they're interrupting my live chat, man. It's irritating when I'm trying to be live and the phone keeps ringing off the hook. You know, it's ringing off the hook. It's the hook, man. That thing's ringing off the hook. You know, if you have the tendency to be transgender, you know, the need is there. You have the need to be transgender, you know. It's not a want, you know, it's a need. I need to feel trans. I need to enjoy feeling that way about myself. I enjoy it. I like being a girl. I like it. I mean, I could go back to living as a man, but I don't think I would be happy going back to living as a man. I don't think I would be happy. That's going to be a Menards, okay? On the left, on the right, you can't see it because my camera is here. But I'll come up through here and I'll let you see what I'm doing. Okay. Damn. Whoa. It's Menards. God bless. You just need to stop aggravating me to death. Shooty toot. Back behind me to the left, supposed to be a Menards. I don't know for sure if it's going to be a Menards. You know, in Richmond, Kentucky, you never know if something's going to be done or if they're going to back out and change their mind. You don't know if they're going to back out and change their mind or what. You don't even know. You know? You don't even know what somebody's going to do next. You don't know what's going to be done next. They tore up that road, man. There was a road there. There was a road there and they tore the thing up. Got rid of it. Yeah, there was a road to connect you down there, and then the thing's gone. Okay, it's an Office Depot. I gotta focus on driving this car, honey. I can't focus on everything else. I gotta focus on driving this car, honey. There's an Office Depot. There's a Surge, screen printing and embroidery. Okay, there's a Hobby Lobby, Boo Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby is a religious-based store where they discriminate against homosexuals and gay people. I don't ever want to go to a Hobby Lobby because the people are religious people that hate gay people. I don't want to go there. Now, I mean, I don't want to go there because management is that way, you know. You know. Now, Wayne is here. Hey there, what's up? I wouldn't try to be snappy.
No, I didn't know if you just
it's okay.
You just left the house when you called.
I know. Yeah,
But
I probably should have told you, but I just wanted to tell you I was live on YouTube and I had my live stream going.
Okay. Here, I went ahead and got you that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank
Part of
you.
coming to get me.
I appreciate it. Thanks. Wayne got me a Starlight Mints, guys. I'll put them back here. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Ugh.
And I was gonna ask you to pay you back. Do you want me to get you some colors on the weekend?
Sure, that sounds really good.
Would that be alright?
That sounds good. I appreciate it.
Just buy you some colors since, you know.
Yeah. That's too wise.
I appreciate it.
It's okay. Well, you know, I thought to myself, you know, it's just like for a short period of time, I didn't have a car for a short period of time.
Yeah.
And it was when I was living with my grandparents, and I walked, you know, around town.
Yeah.
But I didn't have a car, you know, and
But
it's just like if there's
take
things.
you places too, though, right?
Who would?
Your granddad.
Well, yeah, but yeah, there were, and there was a guy in Mom's neighborhood that would give me a ride on occasion too if I needed something.
Yeah, he went to suck on.
They were on live.
We're
on YouTube.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, that's for payback.
I would see something in the garbage or something somewhere that I wanted in town.
Yeah.
He had a truck and he would go get it for me. It's really inconvenient not having a car. You know, I can see that if you don't have a car and you need something, you want to go somewhere, you want to get something, but you can't because you don't have no way to get anywhere.
No,
I guess if you were in a city like New York,
that would be really hard.
It would be hard well, in the downtown areas of big cities, you can walk everywhere.
Yeah.
Everything's really close by, you know. And
that's why it's so expensive to live downtown in New York, because it's so expensive because everything's there. Thank you for coming by to get that.
It's okay. If you lived in a big city, the point is you wouldn't have to have a car to drive.
Right.
If it was a cheaper city, like, I don't know, like Rochester, New York, you could live there and it would be cheaper to be able to get the things you need, you know?
Right, and if you could get a job right there close to where you work, and that way you could be in walking distance and restaurants or wherever, you know? I'll be right back if I can get out here. I've been hurting all day.
Yeah.
My legs.
That sucks, I know.
Oh, God. I can't wait to get home to rest. I'll be right back.
Okay. Okay, guys, good to see everyone in the chat today. And, stop by the Little Caesars and get myself a pizza. You know, the Little Caesars pizza, they raised it. I think it was $5. I read a rumor that it went up to $5.55.
Oh, has it?
Yeah. And I just thought to myself, you know, that's what it's about. You know, it's just about being able to
well, you know, people are supposed to be, you know, close friends and they've known each other and stuff. I don't think a lot of people minds
doing things. No.
I don't think they would.
No, well, they don't. Well, it's also the fact that it's just that it's just inconvenient to not have a car, and that going to a cab is
it's ridiculous
it's high, but also the fact that I just myself would rather walk than to ride a bus with a lot of people.
Yeah.
I would just have to be in my own space and walk than to have to take a bus with other people.
Right.
You know, I mean, some people don't mind taking a bus, and if you had to take a bus, you could, but yeah, I guess if you get into the routine of working at a job, it's the same way you get into the routine, you know.
Yeah. Well, when did Little Caesars, did you hear about that?
What are you talking today? I looked it up. I looked up the little pizzas. I was going to stop by and get a $5 pizza.
Oh. So it's went up 50.
You just want to wait till the weekend to get your beer or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay, you can get me on coolers then.
Yeah.
How much are the coolers going up to?
Well, I think they're what, still $5 and something, but
Okay.
I mean, I don't mind. I mean, like I said, you have been checking to see Mom, and
What about that?
which it ain't that far from the house, but
The idea of it, somebody doing it.
yeah.
Well, what about your how many people ride on the Foothills bus when you go?
Actually, that's myself whenever I'm riding it.
Oh, just by yourself?
Yeah, because they call it the express lane. Express.
Yeah, is that like a van or what something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a van or like a bus.
Little handicap buses?
Yeah, little mini bus. Well, you seen one of them go by a while ago over there,
I didn't even pay attention, but yeah.
I can't believe I walked right out and forgot them, wasn't even thinking. Did you eat your gravy and biscuit?
No, I liked it. It tasted pretty good. You know, I think what adds anything is a spice. If it has some spice to it, you know.
Yeah.
If something's plain and it doesn't have spice to it at all, no seasoning, stuff doesn't taste as good if it doesn't have any seasoning in it. That's why gravy that comes out of a can or from a restaurant just always has a better taste than sometimes in homemade gravy because it has some seasoning. I need to, next time I go to the grocery store, to really get some.
And there's so much grease in it too.
But if you can get rid of
homemade.
if you can get rid of the grease but add some seasoning.
Yeah.
You know, if I could get a full set of seasonings, you know, just stock up on seasonings and figure out what kind of seasonings do you put in gravy? What kind of seasonings do you put in stuff to give it, you know, that restaurant taste of McDonald's, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think that seasoning adds to stuff and makes it taste better?
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems to help when you put that. There's an overpass that they are building.
Yeah, they finally built it, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Or are they still working on it?
Maybe they're not finished with it. So you can just walk across.
Oh, is it going to be sort of like sealed up too, just like the other one is?
I guess it probably is. Probably is. That's so weird. They never had that before. You know, up at UK down at UK hospital, at UK they have those things all over the place at UK. All those buildings at UK are all connected at the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
You can walk through those tunnels right over the street and all the way around to all different places.
And it's like a mall in there too, you said, or something.
Yeah. Well, it's like a maze. You know, if you walk through these hallways of tunnels in the old hospital.
Yeah.
The ceilings are just like a house that are 8 feet high.
Yeah.
Where you know, and then you walk through all these. There's like 100 doors in a hallway, and you walked in. There's all these doors, and there's no signs telling you where to go or anything.
Yeah.
It's like a maze trying to find where you're going.
What would be scary is if something came through there and hit one of those buildings, and you know what I'm saying.
Something tall. The bridge, the tunnel that I walked through last time going to the big hospital was way up in the air. It was way up off the road, so there's no way anything could hit it. But the tunnel, the overpass was connected to a parking garage across the street.
Yeah.
And you just walk, you go into the parking garage and then you walk through that tunnel.
Okay.
I took a picture of it. It's circular. It's almost like a circle.
Yeah.
You and I drive my truck when I get a job. You know, do you think I should get another truck when I get a job or fix up my truck? What do you think?
Well, that windshield looks pretty bad, busted.
Yeah, it is pretty bad. I would have to have a windshield.
Yeah.
The trucks are pretty
But you
expensive.
can't hardly.
Well, if you get another truck,
looking through it.
the only thing that my truck don't have that other trucks have is an extended cab, like a back seat.
Yeah.
And my truck doesn't have a back seat. That would make it a little more convenient to get groceries if you had a truck with a back seat.
Yeah.
That's the only thing my truck really doesn't have. Of course, it would make the truck longer and harder to park, but, you know, see that truck there, gray truck? It has a back seat.
Yeah.
But, yeah. What time is it now?
I don't know, probably going on 4 o'clock almost.
Really? I
Yeah.
wonder what time the bank closes.
Oh, you ain't been there yet?
No, I just thought I'd come and get you since I'm running behind.
Oh, thought you went
I was going to.
downtown.
No, I started to come down through town, but I went to 4 Mile Road.
Well, I say at 4 o'clock. I don't know. My bank closes at 4 o'clock.
Maybe I should try to go tomorrow instead.
Yeah, well, the only way you'd know is if you called them.
Yeah, I'll have to do that.
Okay, honey, 1 pepperoni, 1 cheese bread, 1 crazy sauce. Okay, honey, for real. Cheese on the Caesars, can I help you?
Which flavors do you have in the $5 hot and ready pizzas?
I have pepperoni, sausage, and cheese.
I would like a pepperoni, please.
Okay, honey, anything else for you?
No, ma'am.
$5.88.
Thank you.
It was 5:30
Well,
before.
it's
Now it's
5:50.
5:88 now.
I guess it's like $5.55 plus tax. Look at that Mustang.
Yeah,
It's nice looking. It's customized.
yeah.
Main thing
what
is,
year it is.
it's like a, I don't know, that's like a 2015 or something.
Oh, is it?
But the main thing, yeah, guys, I'll let you see a Mustang. It's a customized Mustang. There, see it? Two-tone paint job, customized. But yes, just my a truck that's a good running, a truck like that is gonna maybe be at least $4,000 or $5,000, and I paid $1,000 for mine. You know?
Right.
So I got it really cheap, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, if it's in pretty good condition, it's going to be quite a lot of money.
Okay. So I've got 1 cheese, I've got 1 slices and sticks, and I've got 1 crazy combo. Anything else, honey?
One crazy combo.
Mhm.
588, how you doing, hon?
Fine, how are you?
I'm doing okay.
Thank you. Did you hold it? Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kids on Caesars. I'll be with you in just a second. Y'all need napkins today?
Please, do you have any of the little packets of red pepper and Parmesan?
We don't have Parmesan. We've got Zap packs.
Oh, that's fine.
Something like Italian seasoning.
Yes, ma'am.
Here you go. Them red pepper flakes are good to put in homemade chili, too.
Oh, yeah, I imagine.
Oh,
Do you have a receipt as well?
should have. That's fine.
A receipt?
Yes, son. You'll get one with this.
Okay.
The Batman.
Okay, thank
In
you.
theaters.
Okay, guys, I'm back. Came out my I listened to a few good songs on YouTube. It's too
Yeah.
bad that Subway died.
Yeah, I know. It just absolutely just closed.
I guess the pandemic has hurt everybody.
Probably has. Messed a lot of stuff up.
When I totaled a car one time, they took it there.
Yeah.
You know those bargers have been in car business a long time here?
Oh, have they?
All the
Yeah,
years.
Richmond.
Yeah, that place where I said I took my car,
Yeah.
that used to be Barger Sitco. You remember the Sitco gas station?
Yeah.
This was a Barger Sitco, and they had a tow service. Well, they still do, I guess, but it was there on the corner. I totaled a car in 1995, and they took it there and stored it there for a few days.
Yeah.
They stored it there
Until
they brought it back home. You know, the other car was in a car just like that Mercury Lynx that you had.
yeah.
It was just like that, but it was a Ford.
Yeah.
And that he was hurt. He actually, they had this thing called the Jaws of Life,
Yeah.
and it's like it's hydraulic, and it goes in between the door and it opens the door
Yeah.
because he was stuck in there.
That house just seems so weird being empty like that. No one living there.
Remember the Monte Carlo?
Yeah.
That's the kind of car I was in. You can imagine a car like that getting a head-on collision with a Mercury Lynx.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? He hit his head on the windshield. It took the windshield in that car and just like, it took the cab of that car and squashed at the cab. Like that made it come towards you, the windshield, dashboard. You know, and it was just kind of, they were squashed up in that car. It was scary because he had blood on his head, forehead.
Yeah.
And he said his head was killing him. His head was killing him. That's pretty bad. When you look in the car at somebody with a shattered windshield, when they hit that guy head on, I was turning, and he was going straight, but I don't think he had his headlights on because I didn't see his headlights. His windshield was shattered all to pieces. Like in the truck, it was shattered all to pieces where he hit his head on the windshield, and then it's just like scary to see, you know.
I'd say it would have been sort of.
It's pretty scary to be in a wreck like that where somebody's hurt, you know, really bad. Not really bad hurt, but, you know, somebody, he said I pulled that in front of him.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't see his headlights, you know. I'm glad I didn't get sued for that.
Well, did he ever get straightened out? Did
Yeah,
you
he's
ever know
okay.
anything?
Yeah, I think he was okay. He just maybe had a concussion. A headache, you know, concussion.
Yeah.
Headache for a while, you know. Remember I told you about the guy named Buford?
Yeah.
That's what his name was, Buford.
Okay.
It's kind of a silly name, isn't it?
Buford.
Buford.
That's why interesting.
Yeah. And I went to see a woman named Bertha May one time.
Yeah.
They had a son named Michael Jackson.
Really?
It was in the mountains.
Yeah, you told me that.
Remember I told you that? We were at the club drinking.
Yeah. Let me get this out here. Oh, those were the good times when you talked and stuff about stuff and stuff you knew when you was younger.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll see you later. We can talk on the phone if you want to.
All right, I'll call you later.
Okay.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You're welcome. I'll talk to you.
And we'll see each other Saturday.
Sounds good to me.
If it's
Is this yours? I'll throw this away if you don't want it.
Yeah, throw it away.
Okay.
All right.
Bye now. Okay, guys, that was that. So, custom made from head to toe. I'm going to try to still run by the bank. So, yeah, run by the bank now and see if the bank is still open. But yeah, I got myself a nice hot and ready pizza from Little Caesars at $5.55 special. Oh man, there's a table of some sort. You can get okay. I don't want to be a hoarder, you know. There's people that are hoarders and stuff. You know, you get crap out of the garbage can. You know, you get stuff on the side of the road in the garbage. Stuff that I used to do in the 1990s. In the 1990s and stuff like that, in the 1990s, I used to get stuff out of the garbage. I mean, and I got some good stuff out of the garbage, but you get stuff out of the garbage and you hoard stuff. You know, you hoard. You hoard stuff, you know? And that hoarding, I've been watching these TV programs about hoarding, you know? I've been watching these TV shows about hoarding. And there was a couple of these people, and these people's property was just piled up high. I mean, their whole houses, inside their houses and everything was just piled up with stuff. I mean, junk, not just stuff that's worth something. I read a story online in the 1940s about a couple of brothers named the Collier Brothers in New York City in Harlem. Collier Brothers, you know, and they were the same way. These people called hoarders, man, they hoard stuff. They hoard stuff, you know, and they live in the past, but they hoard stuff. It's not good to hoard stuff. And some people hoard animals, and when you start hoarding dogs and cats, it's not good to hoard animals, especially because you can't take care of the animals and they don't have a good life, you know. It's not good for people to hoard stuff, you know. Hoarding is bad. And that's what I used to do, is a hoarding situation. A hoarding situation. And I guess in my life, I have a tendency to hoard, to hoard things. Because, you have a hoard of hoarding stuff. You're hoarding your hoard. Your hoard is the collection of stuff that you've hoarded. That's what a hoard is. A hoard is a noun. And a hoard can be a noun or a verb, but it's not an adjective. Verb is to hoard things. Your hoard is the noun. It's the collection of junk you have. It's the hoard you have. When you take that stuff into your house, you become responsible for the junk. When you take it in, it's good to get rid of stuff and organize stuff. That's probably the best. When I started becoming transgender more, I wanted to get rid of stuff, and every time I become transgender, every time I get into the mood to accept the transgenderism and to live transgender and to think of myself as a girl, every time I become transgender, I want to get rid of the hoard. I want to get rid of the hoard when I start accepting my transgender. When I start accepting the transgender, I want to get rid of the hoard. I want to stop hoarding. I want to get in shape and do physical fitness. I want to do things to myself. Get out, do things, become physically fit. Stop hoarding things, Get out, enjoy life, and live life, and stop hoarding things. When I reject transgender and start back living as a man and go and visit with myself, that's when I started hoarding things. That's when I started hoarding things. Do what you're gonna do. It's just like, I get into the mood to hoard, So hoarding is not good. Some people hoard things to some extent. I don't want to be hyper-vigilant anymore. I'm tired of being hyper-vigilant. For one period of time, I was focusing on self-improvement, physical fitness and self-improvement. And then people problems, bullies, problems came along in my life in some way. And my life became focused on those people. When you become a fighter and fighting and focus on fighting with people, your life becomes consumed with those people that you're fighting against. Just like Tasha Teeling said on one of her chats. Let him who fights with, it was an old quote, a famous quote, says, she used this quote, let him who fights with monsters, be careful lest he himself becomes a monster. When you focus on fighting with people, when you become fighting with monsters, take heed lest you become a monster yourself, you see. You want to fight with monsters, but you don't want to become a monster. You don't want to become a monster in fighting with the monsters. You don't want to become a monster. You don't want to become a monster fighting with the monsters. Because there's monsters in your life. But you don't want to fight with the monsters and become a monster. You want to focus on self-improvement. You want to get your life together. You want to get your life together. You want to improve your life. You want to lose weight. You want to get in shape. You want to lower your cholesterol, lower your blood pressure. Eat right. Eat salads. Go to the tanning bed. Get a tan. Get your hair fixed. Get some dentures. Get a new pair of glasses. Get a new wardrobe. Go out and buy some clothes. Do something, Do something. Do something for yourself. Just don't become hyper-vigilant and consumed with your adversaries and people. You have to do some degree of ignoring, in life, I think. For your own well-being, you have to focus on ignoring the adversity. When I was walking, walking around town when I didn't have a car, during that time period, I became focused on self-improvement, and I was focused on self-improvement walking around town during this time period in the past. I wouldn't focus on my adversaries. I wasn't focusing on these things. I was focusing on self-improvement. You know. Closed. The bank is closed. I'll have to go by tomorrow because the bank's closed. But, you know, hey, there's a Habitat Restore. You know, and there's a Family Dollar. I'm going to have to come back tomorrow to go to the bank. You know. We'll take us a nice drive through the ghetto. We want to have good experiences. We want to enjoy life, you know. We want to do the best we can in our lives. Some people have obstacles and problems. And people like Chance Wilkins, you know, Cyrex, people like that may have obstacles in life. But you become consumed with your obstacles. You become consumed with your obstacles in life, you know. You become consumed with your obstacles in life. We're going through the ghetto, okay? This is the ghetto. You know? I want to be happy. I want to improve myself. I want to improve my life. I want to do the best I can for myself and be happy. I just want to be happy. You know, that's what I want, is to be happy. There's a truck like mine, a red one, see? I just want to be happy, you know. I know that truck's for sale. I guess I just got to park there. You know, when I get my truck, I want to get some mag wheels on it and get a paint job, you know. Should I fix my truck up or get a different truck? You know, I did my first real repair myself. I can say I've done 2 actual real repairs to a vehicle. I've done numerous other repairs, like my mom had one of those Plymouth Acclaims cars. And she had a car like that. And I put a heater blower in the Plymouth Acclaim, which is a Dodge Spirit, which is almost like a K car, you know. I've done some door repair with a door window don't roll down, where the windows don't roll down. I've done those kind of car repairs, but under the hood work, I've done very little under the hood mechanical work. I had a 1969 Buick Electra, and I put an alternator on my 1969 Buick Electra, you know, when I owned it. I did that one time. That was one thing I did. And then recently with my truck, I put an upper radiator hose and a thermostat. I put a thermostat on my truck. Yay, guys, I put a thermostat on my truck. I did that myself, my own repair. I put a thermostat on it. You know, I put a thermostat on my truck. You know. But I guess being in the neighborhoods, you know, in some neighborhoods, you could do some good, you know, being in some bad neighborhoods. You see somebody getting picked on, some kid getting picked on by other kids, you know, you could say, hey, you know, leave that kid alone, you know. Or you could see an animal being abused. You could take care of it, you know. You could protect the thing, you know. Being out in the world, you can do good things. They're building something there, and I don't know what it is. Just to be the angels in disguise for people, you know. You know, like Rosie O'Kelly, she gives $1 or $2 to a homeless person every now and then. She's there, you know, she's there shooting on the streets to be an angel. You know, the angel to someone, angel in disguise, you know. Angel in disguise for someone that needs it, that needs an angel in disguise, you know. We need angels in disguise sometimes in life, you know. We need angels in disguise, you know. People need angels in disguise. People need angels in disguise. We need angels in disguise, you know. All of us, some of us need it. Angels in disguise, there to help people, to be there for other people in life, you know. Be out on the streets to help people. You know, Jeffrey Lebowski, he's been there to be able to coach me a little on my channel and give me links to nice videos of meditation and mindfulness and all kinds of good stuff, you know. I appreciate that, you know. That's kind of like being an angel in disguise, you know, helping someone. somehow. I think Chris Bliss, I'm going to talk about him. I'll tell you, Chris Bliss's channel. Now, Chris Bliss doesn't have a lot of subscribers right now, and he doesn't do a lot of videos all the time. But it's not really, I guess, just the quantity of content you do, but it's the quality of content that you do. And Chris Bliss, what he does, man, he puts on a good show. He puts on a good show on Saturday night, That's like really watching a program, a real program. Because he does good. He puts a lot into his show, He puts a whole lot into it to make a good show for the people to see, to entertain the people. He does well, he does, with his show. Some people, feel like they can just get up on their YouTube channel and yell at people and get money. People should just give you money for yelling at people, I mean, maybe it's possible that maybe we should do a little bit more than just yell at people, to give money, donations, We should be able to. And if I missed a super chat, if someone gave me a super chat, I'm sorry I missed it. I'm driving. Thank you for the super chat. If somebody gave me one, thank you. Okay, so, But it's important that we get our stuff together. It's important that we get our crap together and we start improving ourselves. Self-improvement, we have the first level of the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, the Maslow's pyramid, physiological need, air, food, water, clothing, shelter. The second level is another level is the safety needs. We need to be safe. And that means having a door that locks. That's why living in tents, I would never want to live in a tent because people can take a box cutter and break right in on you. You need something that's going to be lockable. You need something that's going to be able to be safe. You need shelter, safety. You don't need to work in a job, bullying. If you're a kid or an adult, if people are up in your face, if people want to fight you and people are bullying you and you don't feel safe and you're in a situation, or if you're transgender on the streets or you're transgender in a grocery store working in a supermarket, if you're transgender and you work at Walmart and you've been harassed at Walmart by customers working there, I mean, they can do something about it if workers harass you by other coworkers. But, in my experience working in stores and retail as transgender, very seldom do they do something about it when a customer harasses you. They're greedy. Corporations are greedy. Money and customers are more important than employees. Working in a grocery store or in a retail environment like Walmart, the customers are more important than the employees because they won't hire the employees full-time. They hire the employees to be part-time employees. That's why they hire so many part-time people. And temporary factories hire temporary workers. Stores hire part-time workers. That's why they're hiring so many part-time people, is because they're disposable. Disposable people. Disposable heroes. Just like an old song that said disposable heroes. These people are the heroes of the pandemic. These store workers and retail workers, part-time retail workers are the heroes of the pandemic, or what they call disposable heroes. Disposable people, man. Disposable people. Retail workers are disposable people, throwaway people, disposable people. They work you like a dog, and you make one mistake and screw up, they can fire you or downsize or cut your hours and not give you health insurance. When I worked at Kroger's for a long time, I didn't have any dental insurance. I worked at stores jobs most of my adult life. I worked at a factory for a while when I was young, temporary at a factory, and I worked at the library. I worked at the college library when I went to college, because I did go to college. I am a college-educated person like Bergs. I'm a college-educated person like Bergs. But I didn't finish college, but I am a college-education person like Bergs is. I am a college-educated person. But working in these stores, they give you part-time, and you have to do so many things to qualify for insurance. Before the Obamacare, I never had insurance. I never had health insurance until Obamacare. Working at part-time jobs, sometimes at a job, you have to work 24 hours a week to get health insurance. And a lot of people, they keep them below 24 hours a week, so they won't have to give them health insurance. And at Kroger's, they upped it to 30 hours a week. So you have to work 30 hours a week. Before, it was 24 hours a week to get health insurance. Then they upped it to 30 hours a week. They cut my hours. I had health insurance working there. Then what they did was they cut my hours. They put me in a department where they cut my hours. And they cut my hours. When they cut my hours, the only way I could make up my hours is to work in these undesirable departments I didn't want to work in. Like working on the front end, bagging groceries. I didn't want to work on the front end. I didn't want to work on the front end. I liked working health and beauty aids. Healthy and beauty aids and pharmaceuticals. It's called Drug GM. That's what it was called. It's called Drug GM, Health and Beauty Aids. Walmart and some stores called it HBA, Health and Beauty Aids. That's the department I worked in, was Health and Beauty Aids at Kroger's for 11 years. Well, the first part of the first year I worked on the third shift stock crew. I worked on the third shift stock crew the first 3 months, and it was all night third shift stock crew. And I worked there, and they transferred me to days, and I got a job with Drug GM, and it was a lot nicer people that I worked with on Drug GM, non-foods. So I worked in Drug GM for the great majority of time, and at the end, I worked a couple of months at the gas station, the Kroger gas station, for a little while. I hated that. You dealt with the nastiest customers in a gas station. Don't ever get a job at a gas station dealing with customers in a gas station, especially one of those little gas stations where you're outside in a little booth. You deal with the nastiest people, working with all the bad, nasty people. People are a lot more nasty at Kroger's down at the little gas station. You know, Drug GM, Health and Beauty Aids, you deal with a lot of older folks that are buying their Metamucil. I had a lady that gave me a bracelet, a nice gold herringbone bracelet. It was nice, and this lady gave it to me. Customer, I used to talk to her all the time. You know, when I worked there in the HBA. Anyway, they cut my hours, and I lost my health insurance. I had health insurance, and then I lost my health insurance. Because they cut my hours, and I no longer qualified for their insurance. So I know I didn't take Kroger health insurance anymore. What I did was, that's when Obamacare, after I had lost my health insurance, that's right about the time that they passed Obamacare, or right after they had passed Obamacare. I think they maybe passed Obamacare right before that, but right after that, they passed Obamacare. And after they had passed Obamacare, that was when I went ahead and took Obamacare. But I never had dental, because dental, I had to pay for dental, and it was extra, you know, and I didn't want dental. But it was a big letdown for me to lose my health insurance, because I didn't know what it would cover. I didn't know what Obamacare would cover. All this time of being transgender. I started taking female hormones in 2012. 2012. I started taking hormones. This coming April, in a few months, it'll be 10 years of me being on hormones. 10 years. Can you imagine? I've been on hormones for 10 years. Female hormones for 10 years. It's amazing, isn't it? Look at that beautiful camper, man. Look at that. If they had a classic RV show, I could restore my camper and take it to a classic RV show. This is the first 4 seasons truck camper in the world, in history. It's the first truck camper in the world to be 4 seasons. It's 4 seasons. 4 seasons, just like an Arctic Fox or a Eagle Cap. Eagle Cap, Arctic Fox, Host, Bigfoot, or Northern Light. They're 4 seasons truck campers. This is a 4 seasons truck camper. It has a heated basement. It has a heated, insulated, ducted underbelly. And that door in the back there is to the underbelly. A heated, ducted basement. That's what it has. It's the first real true 4 seasons truck camper. It's the first slide-in truck camper that's a true 4 seasons. So that's what makes it classic. That's what makes it collectible. That's what makes it rare and unique, is because it's the first truck camper to be 4 seasons. You know, they started making the Holly Rambler travel trailer, and they started making the 4 seasons fifth wheel, the big fifth wheel. Don't want anybody to slip and fall and hurt themselves. Could anybody? I don't want anybody falling if there's pee on the floor. Okay, guys. I'm gonna read your comments in a minute. I'll be right back. I've got to get the pizza in and bring in the pizza. Darn, man. Shoot. Schmeisel. Oh, darn. Schmeisel.
Did you get a pizza?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, I did.
What kind?
Pepperoni.
How much gas did you get?
$7.
Huh?
$7.
Okay. Oh, you think about turkey now?
For what?
I've got to pay $100. Hopefully, next year Foothills will pay the rates.
Batman.
Hello? Hello? away to give you?
He said he would buy me some coolers this weekend.
I'll get baby coolers.
Yeah.
Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Bob said he tried to call you, but you didn't answer the phone when you were driving. You know that?
Huh? What?
Bob tried to call you while you were driving.
Well, I'm sorry. I was driving.
Would you want to call him back?
Yeah, as soon as I get my stuff straightened out, I will. Okay. Let me go get my glasses out of the car. Glasses.
You're loud. You want to say Miley? Miley, go with Joey. Joey's confused. You're loud. Miley, tell me,
Haven't had a bite to eat yet.
what did you say?
I haven't had a bite to eat yet.
Well, I know that. I thought she could eat wheat.
I know. I'm getting ready to go to get her.
That's all right. It's too hard. I'm eating it. And it's hard to, I think, three.
I know.
I don't want to eat. She needs what you're eating. Molly, go and show me.
Jeez.
Molly,
Yeah.
go and show me.
Jesus Christ, mighty man. Bill Sims, your comment's stupid. Damn it. You gonna fuck with me? Channel. Remove. Get out of here. Oh, Zippy, I think you're right. It's a lie. Pandemic ends in the UK tomorrow. How does that work when infections are going up? That's true. I hope it didn't get... I think you saved Johnny. Rosie Munster's a horror show. Tasha is a wonderful gal. Hey there, Kimov. Hey there, Jeffrey. Same here, Laura. I miss Kmart, LOL. Little Caesars in Kmart. Subway doesn't pay their workers. Yeah, Windows, sorry. I don't think Joni's participating today. Sorry, Tasha, Tasha, I was just driving, and so I'm trying to get a lot of stuff done. Oh, yeah. Old truck is best truck. I think so. Maybe you're right. Joni make a good caregiver. Thank you. It's true, Laura Lee. Yeah. All right, SARS. Good to see you, SARS. Good to see SARS in here. I'm glad, SARS, that you're here. Yeah. Yeah, SARS, I'm glad to see you. So, I'm doing okay. I was just sometimes late at night, you know. Yeah, go look for coats at Planet Fitness. Live your life as you please. Living as a woman isn't hurting you. No, that's true, Leah Simpson. Be happy gives Joni anxiety. But, yeah, happy birthday. Yeah. Yeah, good to see everybody. Yeah, good to see everybody. Mr. T who said that. I believe it was Mr. T who said that. Mr. T who said that. Yeah. Good to see everybody. Good to see you, SARS. Good to see you, Tasha. Yeah. Yeah, I know he is. That's why I deleted his comments. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to close this out and do another short stream about the hot and ready pizza from... Thank you so much, SARS. Thank you so much, Larly. Thank you so much, Bill Sims. Thank you so much for everyone else, everybody. I'll let you guys go. Catch you on the flip side. Like, share, subscribe, join the revolution. I will catch you where the sun don't shine.